Hey folks, this is Matt Rainwater, and today we're going to be reading Trailer Park Warlock episode 18. And as always, these videos are intended as a commentary track, basically, so that you can, if you want to, read along. And of course, I have the link included in the description for this episode. And, it's an opportunity to hear me make funny voices, talk about this comic that I made, and also maybe get some trivia, some inner thoughts about the creative process, stuff like that. So I can tell you, just from this episode, and for context, this is the final episode of season 1 of Trailer Park Warlock. We are going to see Jake and the gang, as I like to say, put the moon back together because Jake accidentally got the moon kind of messed up in the events of at the beginning of season 1, right, with his golem buddy. So let's pick up from where we were last episode. Darla has just showed up, and she has this big book, and she's gonna say hi to Jake. So let's get started. And I can tell you just from the beginning, this was a panel that I added. This was a panel that I added from. What am I trying to say? I added this panel after the fact, right? Because what I've been saying and what I've been trying to make y'all aware of, right, is that the original webtoon, I took all the panels from the print comic, right, and then lay them out in webtoon. But when I did the relaunch, when webtoon had me on as a featured artist, there were a lot of suggestions that were made to make new panels, so from my editor. And so this was one of the panels, and maybe it's not obvious. For me, it's very obvious that it was drawn digitally. There's a certain difference in the line quality. The line quality is a little tighter. It's a little more. It's not as organic looking, and that's just the nature of digital drawing. Sometimes is especially at the beginning when I was first starting, a lot of my line quality was okay. Let's be honest. It's gotten a lot better since then. But anyway, let's get into it. Hey Jake, Darla, you found a copy? Thank you kindly. Sure thing. You really owe me one though. Say, Darla, you mind grilling while I find our spell? All right. I like I just like Nate in the kid Nate in the background of all these panels, drinking his his high C, his brand X high C. What you doing? Finding that spell right there. Wow, you can do that? Not by myself. Trailer Park Warlock, big white ball in the sky. Ladies, gents, all y'all gathered here tonight, can I have a moment of your time? There's a very important matter that I've gathered y'all here for. Ah, great, it's a religious thing. See ya, suckers. It's my favorite line from this episode. I don't reckon y'all all participate. But as you all know, the moon was mysteriously. Ahem. The Lich knows better. That was also an added panel. Wrecked a few months ago. Since then, things ain't been operating up to code, naturally speaking. But thanks to our good friend Darla, we have a solution. Tonight, on the summer solstice, we have a chance to fix the moon. So, yeah, I guess that's the case, right? Is that in order for this spell to work, you have to use it during the summer solstice. Now, I know it all sounds a little hard to take, but we can do this. I just need 6 volunteers. The hell's he talking about? So, any takers? Like, what are we gonna do? All y'all will anchor the spell. Cool, I'm in. I'll do it. Me. Not without permission from your ma. Count me in. Stamp. 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 Anybody else? Come on, it's the least we can do. Please, please, please. Sorry, Nathan. Not unless your mom says it's okay. I like how I don't even remember that Jake uses his full name. It's a very like adult thing to do. Aw, but you know she won't. Hey, how about Gomez? That makes 6, right? I reckon so. Why not include the dog? Stamp. Alright, make some room for our spell circle. I think, so this episode is actually, I mean, this is the first episode we really see any, like, what you would call typical sort of magic in the occult sense, where people are gathering in a circle, doing sort of an intention thing, which was another reason why I wanted to do this, because I was like, I've done all these stories, but there hasn't been like I don't know, there hasn't been like a basic magic spell kind of done. Anchors, get your positions. Repeat after me. Big white ball in the sky, please do as we advise. This is a ridiculous spell. Come on, it's a really old spell. Big white ball in the sky, please do as we advise. Big white ball in the sky, please do as we advise. Big white ball in the sky, please do as we advise. Big white ball in the sky, please do as we advise. And so we're seeing this book light up. I think, I can't remember if you can see the full name of it, but I think the book is called Arts Astronomus. Big white ball in the sky, please do as we advise. Big white ball in the sky, take our aid and repair yourself. Apparently it only takes, how many? 7? Is that 7? I'm pretty sure it's 7. It's amazing the amount of stuff you can forget. Yeah, it's 7. So anyway, yeah, big energy bubble. Stuff's flying around. Huge shockwave. Of course, I'm looking at this. The moon is actually much further from Earth than that in reality. And the moon's getting repaired and looking lumpy. Yeah, this scene. So in the original print version, the part of the process that you see is, I think, this panel right here, where the moon gets struck. I think this panel was included too, but this whole 3-part series right here, this was new. That was so cool. How'd you do that, Mr. Baker? I didn't do much of anything. It was the book that did all the work. So that book was alive? That's a way of putting it. Cool. Thanks for hanging out with us, kid. Your mom's waiting for you. Mr. Baker? Yeah? I want to be a warlock when I grow up, just like you and my granddad. Smile. Yeah, I think this sequence was added. That's actually kind of a sweet. This was a really good suggestion from Ethan. Yeah, I like how that turned out. Well, be sure to practice your reading, writing, and arithmetic then. Promise I will. Good night. Kids sure are easy to impress. Yeah. Not quite what I expected myself. I kind of like the new moon. It's got some character to it. Character is a word for it. Say, Darla, since I owe you one, want to grab a drink? So I was just thinking, I have a commentary about this particular scene. I kind of wish I would have done... You actually don't know who's talking when we switch over to where we see the moon. I envision that's Darla talking about the moon having character to it, and then Jake's responding. But I don't know. I guess you have to kind of... I don't know. Maybe y'all saw that scene differently when y'all first read it. Say, Darla, since I owe you one, want to grab a drink? Sounds like a start, but you have to do better than that. hey, gotta start somewhere. Till next time. And so that's the end of season 1. It's been really, really interesting rereading season 1 because it feels like really early work. It feels very it feels like I was still trying to figure things out. Not like I'm not still trying to figure things out, but in terms of like my ability in drawing, um, choosing scenes, just like the general rhythm of storytelling, it's a little crunchy in this season. I like all the character writing's great. I feel like, and of course, it was good enough for me to want to build off of, and I really feel like I've built off a lot from it. As we'll talk about in season 2 goes such a completely different direction from season 1, which I know a lot of people liked, a lot of people didn't like. And same for season 3. But anyway, we will get into that starting next week. For now, um, hey, if y'all don't follow me on social media, as always, you can follow me on Twitter at MattJRainwater, Instagram at MatthewRainwater, and if you're watching this, you're probably already following me on Patreon, but nevertheless, patreon.com/MattJRainwater, where I have these, of course, weekly commentaries on Trailer Park Warlock, both old and new, and then also art that you're not going to see anywhere else. You'll be able to see progress shots on what I'm working on in Trailer Park Warlock and whatever else I happen to have the time to work on. Kind of depends on the week. And lots of other goodies. So anyway, I will talk to y'all later. I hope y'all are having a good one. And later. Bye.